Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy the DC Prodigy and I'm back with another YouTube video. And tonight we are playing some Heavy Rain. We're playing some more Heavy Rain. I'm sorry that I'm getting this video out like really late. It's because I have to do a lot of things. You know, your nanas and your just grandparents, when you see them, they have all this stuff planned, and like you just get really busy and you don't have time to do a lot of stuff, you know, with your friends and all that. And that's what's happening now. But anyway, like I literally come back at like 9, so I have an hour to chill, and you know, so I'm just recording. I gotta hurry up, get this video out. Hopefully I get it up before midnight. And then tomorrow I'm going boating. Like, I know this sounds like redneckish, but nah, bro, it's like really fun. We go onto this island. It's like really fun. We just chill there, and so. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be staying there like all day. So, you know, so that's why I'm uploading this video tonight, and then I'm gonna record a video and have it scheduled to upload tomorrow. So yeah, but anyway, we're back with everything. I believe this is part 12. Anyway, because I hope you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have and you want to see me upload the series more consistently, just make sure you leave a like. Just smack the like button and let me know down in the comment section. Those are the 2 easiest ways to let me know. But anyway, I love you all, and thank you so much for all the support on the channel. And thank you so much for 130 subs, it means a lot. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. And yeah guys, let's get right into it. So it's face to face. Let's get it. Sorry if you hear background noise. Doesn't look too heavy.
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Well, actually, yeah.
Please,
I mean, he kind of tried to kill us, so I don't blame him.
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer! Oh! Oh!
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No! No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Oh! Oh! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son. No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. Just street trash, like so many others.
You disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. My heart! My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer. There.
What drawer? What drawer is out there? We should help him.
Thank you.
Even though he tried to kill us, I mean, cops aren't.
I already regret it.
Looks like we're Madison. Invincible Skull, which is our natural results Friday 9:07 a.m. Then we also earned another trophy kind minded. Oh my gosh.
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
So it looks like Madison found out before. Yeah, before the detective. I don't know what room she said. Literally.
Hello, Mrs. Shepherd.
And if I can't get this video out before
Is it time for my
midnight,
pills already?
then I'll
No,
probably have
Mrs.
this
Shepherd,
video
I-
They're
done
never
for
on time
tomorrow.
with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here,
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
But you guys should know when it's uploaded. Let's see here.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Let's see. So it looks like there's the origamis right here to help her remember. Oh my god, if my
Are these your
dog-
children, Mrs. Shepherd?
Oh, if she barks
John
one
and
more
his
time,
brother?
I swear to God, dog.
Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know. I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
It's gotta be the dog.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
So can we not and ask any more questions?
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then. All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here. Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny.
This is gonna take a long time than I expected. There's nothing else. Maybe the flowers, I don't know. Yeah, let's try to get the flowers.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John. I think he drowned.
Does she ever talk about her other son?
I didn't know she had another one. I've never heard her mention it.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
Most definitely the flowers are the flowers.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Oh my god, I'm not liking this. Who is it? Who was it? A shocker? But is it Detective Shelby? Who is it? Was it Ethan? Or I don't know. It's a freaking cliffhanger. So it looks like we're Ethan now. Wait a minute. It could be Ethan. Ethan. It could be because he gets haunted by like these flashbacks or memories, or he is in this place where he's just drowning in rainwater, and he said that he can only picture dead bodies or something. It could be him, because his brother died. I don't know, man. His brother drowned or something. I don't know. That's what I think, or it could be Detective Shelby, and this is a long hallway. Should we look around? Let's look around before. Excuse me, sorry guys. Let's get it done.
The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
What? This is nonsense. Solution.
There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. The cameras. He must be watching me.
Let's see here.
1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean. Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do.
Let's do it. Hopefully there's a way you can save him, maybe get the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. This, yeah, I want to take a look at it first. Might as well do it, guys. Don't sit around in the somber throne, man. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, hopefully, like, you know how you can get, like, the poison out and stuff? Maybe, like, you know, like, doctors and all that. Maybe they can do that. Hopefully.
The last letters have been sent to your phone.
I knew it was something Roosevelt. We just, you know, I don't know, by like the third, no, the second or third trial, I knew it.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you.
Let's do it. This was like a short series. Well, yeah, when you only play for like when you only play it like 30 minutes, like some YouTubers did it 15, 20, like I'm doing it 30, 40. So we just earned the trophies, Shawmaster, and Sacrifice. And then looks like we're Jaden. He needs to find out.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed.
Dude, I hate these
Anyway, it's
things,
no concern
man.
of
I
yours.
hate
Now
this
you're
kind
off the
of
case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole!
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the Origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story.
That's
Have a
not
nice
true.
trip back, Norman.
You need to find the boy, you dum-dum. Retard.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
It's either, no, I don't know who it is. I don't know. Let's see.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. 2 receipts from the same gas station. Which might be near the killer's home.
Let's look at that.
Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely.
Let's take a look at the gun. Could mirror the
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Okay, never mind. So we know he's kind of a cop. Whoops. I thought it would like pause the video. Oh, okay, so that's how you pause it.
Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop. The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
Anything left to steal analyzation. There's something that we're missing here. The question mark. What's the question mark?
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars. Cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha.
Who is it?
He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Let me stay with you, Scott. I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is over.
Tell me who the Origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
Spotless, Scotty.
It's Scott Shelby, isn't it? It is. It's Scott. It's Scott. We still don't. Yeah, Scott Shelby's the Origami Killer. Yeah. And then we have to burn all the evidence. Because we play as him. Oh no, did he kill her? Oh no. I didn't even blur it out because I don't have a laptop. This episode I'm saying. Oh, dang, he killed him. Dang. Wow. Not Scott Shelby, but like, it was kind of obvious when Jaden found out. Because like when Madison whispered, or no, the lady whispered, you know, and we didn't get to hear it, I knew because of her face it had to have been either Scott Shelby or Ethan. And then, right when Jaden said it was a cop, he had the watch, you know, the gold watch. You know, so I had to have been a cop. The killer in the costume was a little bit chunky. He lived in the area, so I knew it had to have been Scott. So yeah guys, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video. If you want to see this series get uploaded more consistently and earlier, just let me know down in the comments and just drop some support. Love you all. It's been the DSG Prodigy, and I'm out, y'all. See you guys in the next one. So the next video you'll see will be the finale of Heavy Rain, the ending. It's if we get to save Sean, if Ethan lives, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And if Scott Shelby gets caught or arrested. So, yeah, guys.